Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and I'm back with another haul video. I decided to change things up this time around and do a video like this rather than like this so that you can see me, reactions, and all that. So it'll be a little bit more of a change. Why not? So this time around I have lots of things. I picked up things from the flea market, a lady on Facebook, the antique booth, where the antique mall where I rent in. I bought some things from Facebook. So all over, all the places. Let's take a look at what we've got over here. I'm first going to start over here in this section, which is mainly the items that I picked up from the flea market. It's kind of a flea market, but it's more so a company. What they do is they go in, they take all the contents out of your house, and then they resell those items. But they do charge the customer, which is the person that has all that stuff in their house, they charge them to take it all out. So they're making money on both ends there. Pretty interesting of that. But I was able to get a few things from there. First off, I want to show this really interesting teapot set. Love it. And I'll put this right up here to the camera so you can see what we have. It's sort of a basket looking thing with some clovers. Really interesting. It reminds me a lot of Irish Belique. It's not, of course. This is made in Japan and it's marked that on the bottom. See if I can get a stamp. You can see this one's really clear. If you can see that. It's a little flower logo. And it actually says hand painted Japan, and then there's a K with a flower. So an interesting thing about this, I paid $4, and it does come with the cups, 5 cups. Yeah, 5 cups. There's a lot of crazing on this piece. I paid $4 for the set. It's really a really nice piece. One thing about it though, I did have to put this handle on. The handle that came included, which I believe was a seagrass type thing, it was falling off, and they had actually used electrical tape to tape it together. It looked really bad. So I made this one here out of this jute, or it's just this natural stuff, I don't know. So at least it now has a handle, so it looks nice. Like I said, it's from the 20s, really interesting, and I'm not sure where I'm going to sell it, either in the booth or online, but I think it's a great pickup for $4. Like I said, lots of crazing on all of the pieces, and they are all marked, which is nice, and dirty, but we'll see what we can do with that one. Hopefully I can turn that into maybe $30. I think it would be pretty cool for that. It's just really pretty. So glad I got that. Also at the flea marketplace, I picked up this here. It's a hummingbird and a flower, really pretty bisque, ceramic bisque, porcelain, and it is marked Walmart, Taiwan. So that dates it to the 70s or 80s time frame. It is Walmart. It was $1. But I bought it because of the flowers, the petals. I thought those were really pretty. You can see maybe the detail in those petals there, how nice they are, and chip free and all of that. So it's a great booth item, I think, for maybe $5, $5 to $7. So we will try that in the booth. Really pretty though, had to grab it. Another interesting piece here is a larger ceramic item here. It's also marked really proudly on the bottom. Says Masterpiece Porcelain by Homeco. I'll show you that. Homeco is home interiors, really popular in the 70s and 80s. This piece here is probably from the early 80s time frame, and it has flowers, petals on it. Again, you might see those at the bottom there, some really delicate small flowers. It's a really pretty piece. We will see what we can do on this one. I think it'll go great online, probably at least $20, but I paid $1 for it. So that's a great pickup. Also at that flea marketplace, they price their figurines pretty well. They price them to sell, so that's great. Keeping up with the figurines, then we'll move on to a couple other things. I bought this and this. They were $1 for the pair of them. So this is a really pretty nut bowl from the 70s time frame. You could probably tell that based on the coloring. It's ceramic, glazed all the way through. It was made with a slip mold. Slip, S-L-I-P. They'll take the porcelain or ceramic and they'll pour that into a mold, and that's what the holes are for. Then whenever they have it in there for a little bit, they'll turn it upside down, and the excess porcelain, the excess ceramic, not porcelain, will come out, and they can reuse that. Slip molding. So this is a really pretty piece, great fall item, probably $5. This is the third one of these that I have found. It's so cute. It's a bear in a honey pot. Third one, this is in great shape. So 50 cents, had to grab it for that. and it is marked Japan on the bottom there, a little sticker. As it is probably a $5 to $7 item itself. I have one of these currently in my booth right now. It hasn't sold, but I did sell another one to actually one of you, a subscriber. It was a teacher, I believe, who gave it as a gift to her teacher's assistant aide. I think that's what they call them, a teacher's aide. She collected either bears or honey pots or the combo, I don't know. But that was a gift, and she bought it from my shop. So that's really cute. Had to grab it though, because it's just in great shape. But there we are. This is really cool. It's an owl, glass owl. Whoa, don't want to break the cups. Okay, this is a glass owl. It's a bank. Right there at the top has a really nice little spot there. It was $2, as you can tell. And the bottom says, Wise Old Owl. So I am unsure on the age of this, but, you know, my guess, probably 60s, 70s time frame. Hard to tell. You know, there's not a whole lot about this online. Did a quick research. There's no other markings on it. So still, it's just a great piece. Great booth item. For $2, I could probably turn this into 10 in the booth. Another great little glass thing is this really fun craft jar would held peanut butter. But it's really cute. Comes with the lid here. It was $1, and I bought this actually at Goodwill. It does say craft 1988 on the bottom there, so that does a great deal of helping. And they don't really go for a whole lot, maybe $5 to $8 online, but I'm just going to hang on to this one. I bought it for myself, so it comes in handy for storing little things, buttons, doodads. So that's a great little piece, and it reminds me of my childhood growing up. This was also another great piece from a different Goodwill, one that I don't normally go to, but it's a pair of these footed porcelain coffee mugs, and they are Irish coffee. As you can see right there, Irish coffee, and they each have a different paragraph written on there, and I can read it. It says, an Irish man is never drunk as long as he can hold on to one blade of grass and not fall off the face of the earth. So there's that one. And this other one has a different saying, may you be in heaven a half hour before the devil knows you're dead. So isn't that interesting? It's a pair of them. I will sell them as a pair, but I believe there's 4 of these in the series, and these are 2. They are marked Japan on the bottom. I don't know if I mentioned that. Paid 50 cents a piece for them, and I expect to sell them for about $15 for the pair plus shipping. Just have to do a little research on that to make sure. But they're probably an online item more so than a booth item. I'll get to this right here, right in the front. This is a really interesting TV lamp. It's of a deer. I don't know if you can see that. There we are. I put the flowers in myself. I just purchased this on eBay a couple days ago, it seems like. I have 2 of these. I bought 2 at the same time from 2 different sellers, and they were $30 a piece, which included shipping. So effectively, they were like $20 a piece. What a great deal. And that's not outlandish. I mean, that's not out of the norm, really, for this type of thing. If you go on and look for them for yourself, you'll see that they're about that price, and there's a good number of them out there. So my thought was I'll buy 2 and sell the one I don't want on Etsy. So like I said, I paid $30 for it. I washed it up a little bit more than it was. Then it came to me, and then I put these flowers in it. It didn't come with the flowers. So I'll take a better photo of this, put it on Etsy, and hopefully not double my money, but get pretty close to that, so it pretty much pays for the one that I'm keeping. So really cool. And it's not really marked or anything. I do know that I can figure out who made this. It was in one of the listings. I just don't remember who made it, but it's obviously a really cool mid-century piece, so I think that's fun. This here I actually bought at Goodwill. It is made by the Morton Pottery Company. It is mint green. It's of a bulldog. It's actually a planter. So it's a really cute little planter there. And I only paid, well, I paid $1 for it at Goodwill. This is another, or the same Goodwill that I haven't been to before. It's in a nicer town, so I could pretty much see that. Most of what I got from that Goodwill was all brought out on the cart right when they brought it out. So I was able to grab a handful of stuff just from the new stuff. So I wonder just, you know, what it's really like over there. Probably a lot of good stuff hits those shelves at that store. But this is a really interesting piece here. It's probably going to go online. I have seen these sell for between $5 and $15. I'm probably going to put this on Etsy for $20 with free shipping. The shipping would be about $5 to be able to go first class. This I actually picked up really interestingly from my antique mall, where I have 2 booths in, hopefully soon to be 3 booths. But this is a brass giraffe, really fun. I love the size of it, really cute. Try not to drop it on all the glass down below. But it's really heavy, has a good weight to it, and a good size, as you can tell, about 11 or 12 inches tall here. I paid $10 for it. I mean, this is an antique mall, so I still believe that I can get $50 to $60 out of it online, so that's really good, and that's why I grabbed it. Giraffes are a really popular collectible item. People like to collect giraffes, yeah, I think I said that, and it's brass, which is really popular even right now, so that's great. Great piece for that. Also at that Goodwill where I picked up the bulldog, I picked up this divided tray. Has this little handle on it. You can tell it's sort of like a clamshell in a really nice turquoise blue. I paid $1 for it. And on the bottom it is marked California, USA, so it's from mid-century times in the, well, California. So that tells you pretty much all you need to know. But I would say it's probably from the late 50s time frame. And it's just in a great turquoise color, which is going to be really easy to sell, I think, because it's really an adaptable retro color. So very fun. It'll go online most likely, and online this would probably sell for about $15 to $20. I do bundle my shipping in, so, well, free shipping, so I'm not sure. Maybe I could put $25, $30 on it with free shipping, or if I don't feel like doing that, I could put it in the booth for probably about $12, I think. So that's pretty good. Last thing I want to go over is the item that I picked up from somebody on Facebook. I actually bought some Martha Stewart plates, and I paid $5 for six plates, and they are all different. Well, there are 3 different patterns, 2 plates of each pattern. I'll start off with the one that really got my attention, and it's this one right here. It's called Maidenhair Fern, and it's a white dessert or bread plate. It's about 9 inches across, and it's really pretty, as you can tell, white with these green leaves all over it. And then we have here nice information on the back. This was sold in Macy's between 2007 and 2008, and that is true with all 3 patterns that I'm going to show you. They're all discontinued at this point, but this one here seems to be the most popular, and it goes for about $15 a plate. So I do have 2, selling them together. They're already listed on eBay for, that's interesting, I forgot to mention that, but I did, yeah, 2 different back stamps, so same plate. So anyways, got $15 a piece, $30 for the pair. Great sale. Hopefully those sell for that. The comparable sold listings are pretty strong on those, so holding out hope. Another one of the patterns is this one right here. This one, strangely, does not have a big resale value, but it's, here it is right here. It's called Tossed Sprigs is the pattern name, and it's really pretty. Actually, Barb came by, Aaron's sister. She was looking at some of the stuff, and she was like, "Oh, I like this one." You would think that this one would probably be more valuable even than the Maidenhair Fern, but it's not. So weird. But there it is. This one here, well, for the pair, maybe, you know, realistically, they're probably about $5 to $8 a plate, which is still pretty noble. So I do have these listed online, but for the pair of them. So hopefully those sell for pretty good money. And the last thing from the picture, these are all ceramic plates, but the last thing from the picture whenever I bought them were these jadeite green ones, and I was wondering what was going on with them. I did a little preliminary research before I made an offer, of course, just to see, you know, obviously what these were going to do. But this one here was confusing me the most because it is mint green, a jadeite green. I do know that Martha Stewart was really big into the Depression wear stuff. She did come out with lines that mimicked that, and I do know that she came out with jadeite. This is ceramic, not glass. So there goes the clock. Okay, but so anyways, this does not have as much of a presence online as you would probably think. So I threw them out there. They're listed online right now. I think I put them for like 30 bucks for the pair plus shipping. We'll see what happens with that. There's just not a lot of these listed, which is part of the problem. So I really, you know, it's one of those things. I just feel like it should be closer in value to these because it does have that jadeite coloring, and they are Martha Stewart and they are in great shape. So that's sort of the rationale of why I priced them similarly to the green plates here. But I think I got through everything. I don't know. Tell me if you like this method of the hauls or not. I can do it. I just have to put the tripod up. It's just one extra step, and I have to make sure that it's a sunshiny day. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.